Canning mistake number 2 is adding unapproved or extra thickeners. So I mentioned, chicken pot pie filling. So in that, when you make your own chicken pot pie, you might thicken it with flour or cornstarch or something else before you put it into the, pie pan. And, that's great when you're actually serving it, but it doesn't work for canning. If you put thickeners, the wrong type of thickeners or too much thickener, it makes the recipe too dense, and because of that, it's not safe for canning. What that does is it keeps the heat from penetrating properly as it should, and then if the heat doesn't penetrate everything properly for the right amount of time, then it's unsafe for canning. So what you can do in that case is, again, use a tested recipe from a good source and make it as is, and then you thicken it afterwards. So what I like to do is I'll follow a tested recipe for, say, chicken pot pie filling, and then when I'm ready to serve it, I take the extra step of pouring it into a pot and adding, let's say, cornstarch or flour slurry and thickening it, and then putting it into the pie pan and putting the crust on and all of that. So yes, that is an extra step, but it's the way to be safe when you're canning. Now, interestingly enough, adding thickeners don't just apply to things like cornstarch and flour. It can also be other things, other starches, such as rice and noodles. You can safely use potatoes as a kind of natural thickening agent. But again, follow a safe canning recipe that uses potatoes. So for example, in a chicken pot pie filling, there may be potatoes, but if you're following a safe tested recipe, you're not going to have more potatoes than you should. Maybe so many potatoes and not enough liquid, let's say, as an example. So again, number 2, using too many or unapproved thickeners is a canning mistake that can kill you.